on that same kind of note of just kind of how much was going on while we were doing this whole comedy thing. Cheryl Underwood, who is just as funny as she is on TV, she is even funnier in person. So Cheryl, we did a show with Cheryl Underwood and TK Kirkland. You know, it's like the $40,000 bag night because shout out to my brother CT. CT sitting down right now. Hope he be home soon. So it was a guy that we were messing with, a close friend of the family named CT, and you know, obviously the whole crew, all the guys that Pops was, you know, was hustling with, would always attend the comedy shows and the concerts we were putting on. And it just ended up turning into being a good opportunity for everybody to kind of take care of their business. So CT comes by, see the old man. He's got a little check for him. He got a brown paper bag, $40,000 in it. Him and Pops getting so caught up in just the people coming and going in the club. Pops puts the $40,000 on top of his car. Him and CT finish talking. Everybody goes inside the club. Cheryl Underwood was just, I mean, even though I think at the time TK Kirkland was the headliner of the show, and not that he's not funny as hell too, but Cheryl Underwood really stole the show that night. And one of the waitresses comes in and says to my Pops, she's like, "Hey, Mr. Brown, you left your food on top of your car. Here's your bag. Here's your bag." And the old man, like, "I left some food on top of the car." And he looks in the bag, and it's the $40,000. It's been sitting out on the top of it, on the hood of his car for like 2 hours. $40,000 in a brown paper bag, and just to kind of put in perspective the sign of the times, you know, and you just never know when those kind of times will come to an end. And he looks at me, and he looks at CT, and he's just like, "Niggas giving me money so quick I can't even keep track of it." 40,000 was so run of the mill for somebody to be handing them at the time, you know. That's a joke in and of itself, but later on that night, to just show you really what a down-to-earth and just funny sister Cheryl Underwood is, she took a liking to one of my associates, you know, and she's like, "Mr. Brown, if you tell your pretty friend to come on up to my suite, that nice suite that y'all done got me for the night, I might be willing to come back and do a couple shows for free." Unfortunately, my friend is very selfish, and he wouldn't take Miss Underwood up on her indecent proposal. But yeah, that was a really good run. We started that in '93, and we did that comedy series, and a lot of the old school groups too, the Enchantments, Intruders, Blue Magic, and just all off a hunch, which just goes back to some entrepreneurial kind of things, you know. Even aside, you know, we did more than just, you know, move the bag and that kind of stuff. Again, these were some black guys, some Ivy League guys and college guys that I hooked up with just running around Columbia University. They ran into some people who knew some things. Pops had the money, and we ended up bringing like first-class comedy to the neighborhood. So that's also, you know, one of the things we like to talk about here at Big Boss is, in America, everybody's got kind of an angle or a story when you see them do something. But if you got a dream, you know, go for it. We never really thought about getting into the concert or the comedy business or the concert promoting business. But you know, it was an awesome time. We made some money, had a lot of fun. Again, you know, Mike Epps, Cheryl Underwood, TK Kirkland, Daryl Rawlings, JB Smooth, a lot of those guys, and they just really went on to really do their thing. So salute to all those comedians, you know. Glad we had a chance to be a part of you guys' success. Peace.